Hi there, good morning, everyone. My name is Kenny. I want to make this reaction, a very quick one, to this video circulating right now. I hope you've seen it. It's about an apostle who is literally commanding his people to, his worshippers or his followers, church members, if you like, to drop money and so as to leave the shackle of poverty. Now, in the video, I went through it only once. I saw the video only once. You might have probably seen the video yourself. The name of the apostle, I don't want to mention anyone's name, really. Now, in the video, the man started asking people to, as he's led by God, quote and unquote, as he said, that people should come forward and drop $10,000. 10,000 naira, 9,000 naira. So it went down to 5,000 naira, and then we started reducing it. If you have 5,000, rush down here now. God is doing something wonderful. Drop it in my hand. Drop it in my hand. If you have 3,000, don't drop 2,000. Drop the 3,000. Then it went all the way down, to as low as 1,000, whatever. Literally speaking, whatever amount you have in you, anywhere around you, that is his word. If the money is in your car, it's in your bag. If you have any amount in your hand, any amount at all, he's not even negotiating that you drop out of it. Drop the whole thing. And I saw this video. It's extremely disturbing. It is so annoying. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, to say the least. And what bothers me here is the fact that as a people of black origin, is this the best we can do for ourselves? Is this how much our reasoning, is this how far our reasoning can go? This is absurd. I don't understand why and how we seem to have thought religion controls the whole essence of humanity. I don't understand how and where we got to the level where we got to. One of these popular YouTubers will say, who did this to us? And sincerely speaking, I cannot understand why and how we seem to have succumbed the whole essence of reasoning, thinking, common sense to such fraudulent abracadabra, all in the name of religion. How on earth, this man said, you can trek home for all I care. That might not be his words in exact terms. I don't want anyone to say I am quoting him wrongly, but that is exactly what it means. It doesn't, if tonight will be that, if you will have to trek home tonight, you can do so in as much it is your last time of trekking home, just for dropping money. Does that even connect to any senses? Can you even hear yourself thinking? Now, are you saying for dropping your 2,000 naira, right now in the hand of that pastor, you go get a car without any work, without any form of reliance on some sort of financial bail? You don't have any kind of way. You just think miraculously you will get a car by dropping the last transfer, the last money that is meant for transportation fare. By dropping it, then automatically you get a car. Invariably, if the money with you is for your rent and you're paying it to that man, you get a house. You could also, infer that from his statement. I don't understand why we don't think. And now in that church, you could see a whole lot of people with ties, with suits, apparently educated people, but yet they don't have any connection with human senses, with human reasoning. There's this friend of mine who is schooled in the Western world. Each time we deliberate on this type of argument, there's a point he always says that millions of people, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people go to these churches, professors and doctors and all what have you. Does it make it that they don't have senses or they don't reason, or does it make it that he is better than them in reasoning? And there's this simple point, because I believe tens of thousands or millions of you listening to me today might also be thinking in that regard. It is nothing but I don't want to typify. Don't let me qualify it by anything, so it doesn't seem like I am saying that is how my friend reasons. But the point I'm making out of that is this: being a professor, being a PhD holder, a lecturer, or a judge of a court, or whatever kind of or a medical doctor, does not make you enlightened. These are all levels, these are just educational levels that fit or support your career choice of life. I mean, Dangote is not he's not a PhD holder, right? And you don't dare say someone who is, I mean, he controls thousands of PhD holders, thousands of professors. So whether you are a doctor or you are a judge or you are a professor, it does not make you enlightened. You have just fulfilled certain requirement that is expected of your profession. You can't be a lecturer without aiming to have a PhD or without becoming a professor. I mean, you need to keep aiming high academically. So it doesn't make you a Superman intellectually, simply put. That is one. Now, the point here is this. For how long shall we continue this way as a people? For how long shall we continue to subscribe to this mentality of for how long shall we continue to subscribe to this slavery mentality, to this shenanigans of how do I say now, of manipulation? Thank you. You know, I don't know. I seem to be losing words here out of anger. For how long shall we continue to subscribe to this mentality of manipulating people, of being manipulated so cheaply, so easily? We keep saying that the country does not have money, and yet you see people trooping out in their tens, in their hundreds, in most of these churches, dropping money, all in the name of special offering, special money, special this, special that, and yet you have never for once been richer in your life. The people that don't even drop a dime or who don't even subscribe to any of these church preachings, they seem to be going further than you do. Think about this. You surrendered the whole of your living essence, which primarily is your thinking faculty, your wisdom. You have surrendered it to one man who seemed to be able to control you in the name of religion. You feel, oh, you are a special breed. I'm of this royal breed. This I don't even want to quote anything because I don't even know how to quote anyway. You think by doing so, you will become rich. Now I will say this to you. Do you know how many churches we've got in the country today? Large churches. Like I said, I will not mention any church, any name. You know the big ones. The big one there, the big one here, the big one on the everywhere. You know them. Then you know thousands of other ones in every nook and cranny of the country, right? They all do this thing. They've been doing it for years, promising that they will be lifted out of poverty if they drop this. My mother dropped the whole of her money to these churches while she was living. The same thing I guess many mothers have done, many fathers have done. Go and check them up till today. They are still as poor as they used to be. And the country continues to be as poor. The country continues to be in debt. The country continues to witness terrible leaders, terrible kind of human beings keep coming on the path on our politics as our leaders. That is the kind of people we get. Because our people don't reason. Because our people think the only way they can get money, the only way they can make it in life is to give this money, gather all this money to one nonsense pastor. I attended a church some time ago, and I was under this kind of administration. And this pastor, a very popular one at that, the pastor that was literally, quote and unquote, chased out of United Kingdom. You should know him. He has a university too, he has a university. Don't let me give more clue than that. This pastor too, when he came into this church, and I'm giving you live scenario, he also worked on our mentality. That is what they do. He worked on our mentality. He said that, I hope I've not overshot too much time here. He said we should drop whatever we have. I think I had no job at the time. Or I had a very, one little job. But yeah, I think I was employed, yes. I've been a journalist then too, yeah. Then, but of course, with very poor pay. So, and I used to have this car. The car that I had not even finished paying the money. So I thought within myself that maybe I should go and drop the car because that was how I felt. But after leaving the administration, whether they were using some sort of voodoo or whatever, I don't know. But all I could say is that they were working on people's mentality. Religion has enveloped our mindset, our reasoning. So we really don't see, but we think we see. That looks like allegory of the cave, painted by the popular Plato. Now, the point is this. So I did not give the money. Some other people rushed out, they gave the money, all kinds of stuff. And some other people, and they also ask us to drop, if you don't have money right now, drop a promise. It went to that extent. Many people wrote promises, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, whatever. They submitted it. A week later, the pastor came on board. The pastor of the church this time, not the invited guest who conducted the come and drop money kind of a service. So the pastor of the church now came on board and said, oh, he noticed that about 100 people dropped a promise note that they were going to fulfill this by the following day or 2 days after when they, But till today, nobody has really done that. If you know you were among those people who made a promise and you feel you can no longer fulfill it, come up so we break the bond of promise so you don't operate. And a whole lot of people also, even possibly larger than the first set of people that came out, rushed out and they all said, okay, we don't have this money, we cannot pay it. And I sat down, I said, oh my goodness. The first time was it God that laid it in your hand. The second time was it God and I said, hey guy, you can no longer fulfill